All right, welcome to Week 8. Our Week 7 payout went to Donnie Anderson for most wide receiver points with
Hey, what's the score of the World Series?
5-0 last I looked in the top of the 7th.
Okay.
But
who's playing?
The Giants and the Royals.
I love getting him off track because he can't find where he left off.
He scored 59 points with Watkins, Beckham, and Wayne. Donnie used to be known as Trader Don, but now he's known as the rejecting Trader Don or no counter offer Don. Definitely not Trader Don.
I thought it was running back Don.
He ain't running back Don, that's for sure. It's pretty much just bitch
Hey
Don.
Don, congratulations on winning $10. That's $10 more than what I'll win this year.
Want to put that on silent?
Tweet. Yep. Donnie rejected another trade.
Did anything exciting happen in the league this week, Andy? Email-wise?
Email-wise?
Yeah.
Maybe just a teeny bit.
About
the size of your penis?
Yeah. It seems like we had a few trades. And then it all erupted into a few small explosions. We'll start off small, where it all started. It all pretty much revolves around Bert, actually. Bert traded Fred Jackson, A.J. Green, and Alan Hearns to Leaper.
Again, Bert's fantasy karma. Hurt, and Hearns.
Yep. And then for Eddie Lacy, Kelvin Benjamin, who's a key player in this week, and James Starks.
Actually, I thought he traded him that for Eddie Lacy, Drew Brees, and James Starks.
Not yet.
Foreshadowing.
And then Bert's not done yet. He then trades Andre Johnson, perennial Pro Bowler, for Jerick McKinnon, who is the Vikings starting running back, which most people seem to overlook. And then, this is the one where it really got people fired up. The previous mentioned Kelvin Benjamin for Drew Brees, who was where was Brees drafted? Third round? No.
Second
round. Yeah.
First.
Close.
Brees was the 8th overall pick.
Third round minus the second round.
The 8th overall pick and the number 17 quarterback for the number 11 wide receiver in Kelvin Benjamin. And then...
I was just going to say, out of how many wide receivers are in the league?
A lot.
At start. And how many quarterbacks start in the league?
90 and 30.
Is Drew Brees in the top 10 in the quarterbacks?
He was 17.
And Kelvin Benjamin is in the top 10 of wide receivers out of 90, right?
Yep.
So why is that such a bad trade?
Well, it gets worse, Andy.
It does. Really? What happened now?
Andy Wallace jumps in. He trades Matthew Stafford and first-round pick Calvin Johnson for Mike Wallace, the injured Rashad Jennings. This year is supposed to be Alshon Jeffrey or Josh Gordon and Justin Hunter and Andre Williams. And then that fires off the emails. A few people get pissed off. Then it all calms down. The people that are pissed off, they're all right. They're good. Then Wallace trades Odell Beckham Jr. for Dwayne Allen. So everybody's all pissed off. We're all good. We're done with the fucking big name trades for the depth.
They both got touchdowns this week.
Yeah, but no more big name trade for depth, right?
No more.
Well, we just traded Justin Forsett, Pierre Garçon, and Ryan Matthews for, I don't know, what, the number 1 overall pick, Jamal Charles? Oh, and Ruben Randall and Brian Hartline. So you think we'd be done, right?
I would think that would be enough. So now the number 1 running back was traded.
Yep.
The number 2 quarterback was traded at the start of the year.
And the number 1 wide receiver. All within 24 hours.
And the number 2 wide receiver, and A.J. Green.
Yep. For...
Or 2, 3, 4, 5. Who cares?
Waiver wire guys, basically, we're traded for.
But those guys are all producing them.
But Blake and Justin step in. Justin trades Peyton Manning, who set the record for most fantasy points scored ever last year, right?
Yes.
And then Giovanni Bernard, who was another, second rounder, probably 8th running back off the board. And Percy Harvin for Cam Newton, Frank Gore, Deshaun Jackson, Carlos Hyde, and the suspended coming back week 12, Josh Gordon. But hey, we don't trade studs for depth, ever. So... Then, Monty Ball, another second rounder, gets traded for Eric Decker. So, who knows?
There's Bert's fantasy karma again.
Bert's doing it again. He just trades these fucking guys for anybody. So, he's got Lacy now. He'll probably trade him for fucking Marvin Jones.
If you haven't learned by the first 15 trades by Bert, you're going to get fucked. I wore the shirt week 3. Bert fucked my ass. Now, whose else's ass did he fuck this week?
Me.
Leaper.
Freddie Jackson.
Yep. Fred Jackson gets hurt.
AJ Green.
AJ
Green's still hurt.
Not coming back anytime soon. But hey, Leaper gave him Kelvin Benjamin, so.
But the Stafford Johnson one, yes, it looks bad on paper, but when do you stop comparing these studs to where they ranked and put up their numbers?
Never, because they're name value.
That must be why Calvin's going to London this weekend.
He's a name, but he's not playing until week 10 at least.
They have a bye.
Yeah.
That's another sneaky thing. People trading guys who've already had buys for people that have guys that haven't had buys.
Oh, like Gio and Peyton?
Yes.
Huh. Weird.
But I don't mind that so much. I'm looking up at Justin right now.
No, you're not.
Justin, be thy name.
He's still on the top of our division, so he's obviously doing something right. We can't question him.
So last week's matchups, they got kind of exciting, especially on Monday night. Donnie beats Brad. I was already over on Monday. Then I beat Wallace on Monday night. You're like, it's going to be a segue. You wait.
Just talk about the blowouts. Bert kicked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Hamwaltz kicked the shit out of Leaper.
Yeah.
Blake kicked the shit out of Josh.
Lots of blowouts. But there was not one blowout that we'll want to talk about. Going into Monday night, my dad's up 23 after Demarius goes off over to Todd.
By the way, what the hell is up with that fucking garbage touchdown for Demarius? Up 42-10 on the 49ers. Why do you need that second touchdown?
You don't break records without throwing touchdowns, Andy. So anyways, he's up 23.
So, what do you think?
I don't know. What you talk? It's your show.
I want to try to get Peyton Manning. What do you think I can get him on my roster right here?
Foster. It's probably all it costs.
You think he'd trade Foster for Peyton Manning?
No.
It's Blake. I'd have to give up.
Need Foster and some wide receivers. So anyways, my dad ends up losing, Andy, is where we're getting to.
Oh.
Bell catches a bunch of balls, and the Steelers score 3 touchdowns in 2 minutes to send my dad for a loss. But, as we all know, Bert Larson is out of the hospital now. He's actually here in person. And he's on a 2-game win streak now.
There he is.
And he scored 100 points 2 weeks in a row. Usually when you score 100, you win. Bert's going to come pick some games with us here in a little bit. We're ready now, actually.
Wonderful. So the schedule this week.
He's coming to make a video appearance.
Kick me out.
You can slide in there.
I'll chime in. Don't worry.
My dad plays Brad. Andy, who you taking in this one?
I want to say Brad, just so your dad goes off.
Yeah, the Hamsters lost 2 running backs over the weekend. I'm going to go with Brad.
Justin, with no running backs, playing Don Anderson with no running backs.
I think this is the 0 RB Bowl. Was that real or fake?
I'm not quite sure. They don't have any running backs. I thought you were kidding. Yeah,
they don't.
I will go with Justin.
Devonta
Nate
Freeman.
Baum expands his lead in the division.
Yep, that's a good one. You play Drew. Drew's 5-2. You're
Drew's
3-4.
a D-bag. I will win by 40. Joe Flacco's got 2 points for you, Drew. Sorry, man. He comes back to reality this week. So does your team.
Who are you taking in that one, Andy?
I don't even know who's playing.
Bert and Drew.
Bert. He's set to win.
Andy plays Steve Scholl, the Ham Wallets.
This is a big game here.
Yeah, a lot of division going on there.
My team's in turmoil. I'll seem to scrounge up a 100-point week, and I don't think it'll be enough to knock off the Ham Wallets.
Ham Wallets.
The Kelvin Benjamin Ham Wallets.
The Kelvin Benjamin-led Ham Wallets.
Drew Brees less.
I don't understand. So
what is the big deal? Kelvin Benjamin, anybody in the league would take him on their team.
Do you think
they make such a big issue of Kelvin Benjamin. He's the number 10 rated wide receiver or somewhere in there. And Brees is like the 15th rated quarterback somewhere in there. Not a big deal, fellas. Relax.
15 is actually not a QB1 in our league.
15? Yeah. It's out of 14 teams, so
not a QB1.
Not such an issue.
Call out. I have a question.
Kyle's fast with that iPod. Maybe we'll get
It's actually an iPad. This is 2014.
Maybe next year
iPods
we'll get
were
you an
11 years
iPod.
ago.
Yeah.
So question. Do you think Steve's ham wallet has hair like Calvin Benjamin? People don't know what a ham wallet is. It's a pussy.
No.
I actually had to look that up.
It's an ass.
Okay. Do you think Steve's ass has hair like Calvin Benjamin?
Yes.
There's only one way to find out, Andy. Let's see here. Who else? I play Leaper. Leaper's here as well, as usual.
Leaper's just suffered the curse of the trade with me.
We need to make a trophy.
Yeah.
Or we're all gonna wear.
Leaper got fucked. Yes.
We're all gonna wear draft shirts to the draft next year. I got fucked by Bert.
Speaking of getting fucked, Andy Wallace, I played him last night. He would have beat 10 teams last week. He wanted to make sure that was mentioned. I feel bad for Andy. He's 1-6. He's actually got a decent team, and I think he's going to make the playoffs in that division, actually. So I'm actually cheering for Andy Wallace the rest of the way.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah,
that fucking makes us all feel
He's
better.
the better Andy.
I'm not so sure about that.
He's playing my brother. Blake's 4-3. He pretty much got all of Justin's good guys for Blake's bench guys. So
Wallace has got a bye with his running back and has to start.
Does Blake play Bert coming up?
I don't know, actually.
We can change the schedule.
We can.
I don't want to play Blake. He's got too many good players.
But we want you to play Blake so he gets the Bert.
Yeah.
Curse.
Who you taking that one, Andy? Blake or Wallace?
I'm going to say Blake.
Blake.
And then Todd. Smoke-free Todd.
Smoke-free Todd.
It plays Josh. Todd's 5-2 looking.
That's probably why he backdoored the win last night.
Yeah. Clear head.
He's been backdooring a lot since he quit smoking.
Todd plays Josh.
That's his close game. I pick Josh.
Josh has a good wide receiver.
Josh has a good team, and I think Josh is finally going to pull the trigger on a trade. I don't know who or what or why.
Yes,
but he's going to shake up his team finally and go on a run. I like Josh's team.
I think Josh will win too. I think Eddie Lacy's going to come back to his team this week.
He needs more than 12 carries.
Ouch.
So, Andy.
Yeah.
Now it's time for Sex Stories with Andy Nelson.
Sex Stories with Andy Nelson.
Story
I'll step
time?
aside. I think the members all voted on a live sex act. Kyle and Andy. I will step out of the way.
So, this story is called the Fecal Fastball. This is 100% true. I was there. I witnessed it. We were at the University of Michigan for referee camp. We just finished our referee camp, went out partying. No, I want everyone to hear. It's a good sex story. It's the Fecal Fastball.
They're asleep.
So we go out to the bars after a week of training, working out, ref camp, learning all the new rules, and we're drinking, just getting hammered. At the University of Michigan, we find a couple of girls. They're not the most attractive, but it's our last night at the University of Michigan. So take these two girls home. We're back to the dorms. Do our business, and then they linger. Everyone knows what those girls that you finish your business and you want them to go away. They wouldn't go away. They stayed. We pretended to fall asleep. Hey, will you cuddle? No, we wouldn't cuddle. They kept staying.
Were you laying in the same bed with this dude?
No.
All four of you in the same bed?
It's a lot. It's a dorm. So we got the bunk on top, bunk on bottom.
You never know.
So they won't leave. 3 o'clock in the morning comes. 4 o'clock, they're still there. We can't. What the fuck? How we got to get out? We got a plane that leaves at 8 in the morning. We want to get some sleep, and these girls won't leave. They want to cuddle. They want to hold. They want the phone number. Finally, my buddy walks out of the room, grabs in his ref bag, and grabs a plastic glove. And you know, in the college dorm, you go down the hall, there's the bathroom. He goes into the bathroom, comes out, I'm laying there, and he comes walking in, and he screams, "Hi-ya!" And he just throws it. I hear this smack. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I look down, and there's a chunk of shit on this chick's leg. He threw shit in his hand in the bathroom, came into the dorm, threw shit on her, stuck on her leg, and what makes the story the most, the fucking chicks laughed at it, brushed it off, said, "Oh, you're so silly." And then they finally laughed and got the hint. So that's the infamous fecal fastball story. 100% true. I can't make that shit up.
Like a monkey.
What?
Monkeys throw their shit.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought of during that sex story as a monkey. They also
I
sit
have
there and
no
play
sex
their
stories with throwing shit involved.
I know, me neither.
Yes.
Me neither. Just put yourself in my shoes. I'm laying in the bed with this chick. I'm like, come on. And then all of a sudden he comes running in the room because he said he had to piss. Comes running into the room and throws this shit on her. And she's in the lower bunk. I was in the top bunk with her friend. And
this week's payout is most quarterback points.
Quarterback?
What quarterbacks win the quarterback points, Andy? Peyton Manning?
No.
Who are you thinking?
Who am I thinking? Well, you messed with my shit here.
Just name a quarterback.
Why just name a quarterback?
I'm going to say Aaron
Brees.
Rodgers. Yeah, it probably will be Drew Brees.
Good talk.
Thank you.